Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Falcon issue 5, and this brought a pretty good closure to the whole Blackheart storyline. So, the issue starts off with Mephisto being pissed off that Sam Wilson has escaped, trying to take it out on Two Gun, but he was like laying out his plans. Two Gun then seeing that Snap Wilson is there, and Snap Wilson is like the byproduct of the Cosmic Cube thing messing with Sam's mind. So that was an interesting little thing put in there. But of course we then get out to our heroes in the real world. Sam kind of figuring out what was going on in hell and kind of reconciling himself that he was checking off boxes and being more using too much of his mind rather than his heart to be a hero. And apologizing to Patriot for not giving him the chance that like Steve gave him the chance, and that him being on the bench wouldn't have made him completely ready. And of course, apologizing to Joaquin for taking Falcon back without talking to him. And you're like, you did all that stuff. Yeah, I was ticked off that I heard about it on CNN more than you, but okay. And then of course they have a pretty cool moment where they all kind of get to do a group hug kind of thing with Red Wing and all that, but we then switch over to Damon and Dr. Voodoo talking about their kind of game plan, and we get that Damon's able to say that there's a simple but layered spell doing all this stuff, so we kind of have to get through that first, and I'm going to need you, Dr. Voodoo, to kind of like be on the ground level trying to like suss out what's going on and try and calm down the community. So Damon is kind of just going around trying to undo the spell. Dr. Voodoo did also tell him about the key of Abaddon and how Dre is using it, but he's not aware of its full powers and what would happen if he would die. It would go back to his true master. So he's going around and he starts getting into Blackheart, and they have a pretty cool fight, trading barbs and everything, him making fun of Damon being half human and half demon, and how demons were usually the purveyors of temptation, but they've made this world of temptation. But Damon is like, I prefer to look to man's better nature. And while this is going on, Sam and his team are going around working with the police and the National Guard to try and quell everything, and splitting up and going everywhere. We get some pretty cool chatter going on with Patriot trying to come up with new code names for Joaquin, which progressively just keep getting him more pissed off. While Dr. Voodoo is able to talk to Dre and pretty much tell him the folly of following Blackheart and how he doesn't have the power to make him a god. But of course, Dre's talking about how he has been in a world where he's always fighting, and he has decided to become a predator rather than prey. So you're like, ooh, okay, he's kind of got a point there. And it's going to take a little bit more to kind of get him to their side. So we get to the point where Blackheart has pretty much taken down Damon, and Dr. Voodoo and the rest come on in and start whamming in on Blackheart, which is actually pretty cool. And there's a really cool scene where they show, it's one page of Sam just having a mighty punch of Blackheart, which is pretty well done. I really like how that's drawn. And Blackheart's getting ready to kind of take everything. He gets in a position where it looks like they've almost got him under control. But of course he breaks out and pretty much starts beating the crap out of Sam. He's getting ready to kill him. And Dre comes up and he's like, can I take him out? And Blackheart's like, future ruler Earth? Sure, go ahead. And he's talking to Sam and says, I thought you were a fool first day we met, but I can see now. And he's choosing to give it back to the people. This is the people's world, and he turns the gun on himself and shoots himself in the heart, which I didn't expect. That was a pretty cool twist, and it then shows Dre and Blackheart in hell, and Mephisto's got the key now, and it's interesting seeing how that goes on, because Dre goes, yeah, I can accept that I'm in hell, but I get to say something that I never thought I would say. I saved the world, and he did. He helped take Blackheart off the table and helped stop everything that was going on. And even though he's being dragged off to damnation, he did something good in stopping this. It's like, wow, that's a pretty cool character turn for him. And then, of course, Blackheart is asking his father if he's got plans for Sam Wilson. And he does, even though he's going to be dragged to a lake of fire. And he goes, "Thank you, Father." And it's really, I like how they've done the demons in this, because that's kind of how a relationship would go down. One's usually on top trying to, and just laying punishment and pain and everything on other ones, and other ones are vying for their spots. And it's just the kind of way it works. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then we see Sam talking about how live by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing, and how he felt that Ray was born with a sword hanging over him, and he's like telling people to lay down their swords. And everybody just kind of stops the insanity that was going on, and that's how that ends. And then we see all of our heroes having a meal, and talks about like chicken tenders at the ranch, and Damon trying to talk them into being vegan. And of course, Patriot's like, "No, I love cheeseburgers, and I'm not going vegan. No. He's like, "You're clogging your arteries, kid." And I'm like, "No, I'm with them on this. I like cheeseburgers, man." So, you do you. And, of course, Sam's paying it with his Avengers card and all that, because they haven't taken him off yet. And we see someone come in and is talking to the waitress, and he's talking about her name, and she goes, "Hey, what's your name?" And it's Deacon Frost. And the vampire's like, "Oh, okay, so this supernatural trend will hopefully continue." And I didn't think that this one would be as supernaturally focused as it was, but I think it's a kind of cool change for Sam, because we've been doing a lot of street level stuff before when he was Captain America, and this is just a nice kind of like change up of pace, and seeing him working with other people like Dr. Voodoo, Damon Hailstrom, Joaquin, and Patriot, having to deal with situations that they don't normally deal with, but Sam has kind of dealt with before. So I'm intrigued to see how Deacon Frost comes into this and what's going to be happening from that. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.